Hey, Chris, it's me, Mike Knox from Wrestling. Congratulations on 9 years, Pancakes and Powerslams. I always enjoy being on. You do an incredible job. You do it with grace. Tough to come by, man. Keep up the good work.
You already know what time it is. It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape, definitely bringing you the Powerslam pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really could have devoured him. And from that point then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Let's go! Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Turn it up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of the Pancakes and Powerslam Show. yeah, my camera looks the other way around for some reason. I don't know why, but what's going on, everybody? So this is going to be a short show today, man. I need to get some rest. So just some WrestleMania reactions. For those who don't know, guess what? I have COVID. I do. I have COVID. So yeah, I'm actually feeling a little better than I did earlier. Been coughing a lot though. I feel better than I did last week. Last Wednesday is when the big rush came. And yeah, I was heading to Mania on Thursday morning. Supposed to be at the airport at 6 a.m. Wednesday out of Wednesday night, actually. Wednesday afternoon, things were a little shaky, but my temperature was fine. And yeah, so like Wednesday night, it was just a rush. It was just a rush, and I started to feel so terrible. Cold chills, hot sweats, shaking, feverish, and yeah, it was all bad, man. So went to the emergency room. I wanted to be responsible and say, you know what, I'm getting symptoms, so I'm going to be responsible and not go if I'm positive. Excuse me. Not go if I'm positive. And so, yep, tested positive. Unfortunately, it was devastating because I had everything ready, booked for Mania, had the flight, WrestleMania tickets for both nights, Airbnb, rental, everything ready to rock. And yeah, it was all bad, man. So rested Wednesday night, rested Thursday, had to go back to the ER on Friday because of my back, splitting headaches. And so Saturday rested all day, Sunday rested all day. Yesterday rested all day. Started to get better today in the morning. Actually, I got a lot better. Well, relatively speaking, better. And the fever went down, and I was able to manage doing telehealth. Excuse me. I'm getting a cough like crazy today. But yeah. So that was earlier. And then I was working today and I was feeling better. So I was doing telehealth because I'm been quarantined all week. And so I went out and did okay in the morning. And then my body just started to get exhausted. So yeah. So like started to cough like crazy today, unfortunately. So it's been rough today. The good thing is I was starting to get chills again and sweats. Right now, the only thing I have right now, as of this very moment, the cough is the only thing that's bugging me. I don't feel feverish, which is great because I have been throughout the week, and I don't feel like that right now. So that's a blessing. I feel an uptick. feel an uptick. So, but just this nagging cough is annoying. I had a cough drop. It actually helped me. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a cough drop real quick, and I'll be right. All right, I got the cough drop, so that should be better. So I was, yeah. So it's gonna be a short one, probably another 10 or so minutes. So yeah, of course, your Ask Chris questions and mania stuff. Ricola. Yeah, really, Aaron? Okay, thank you for letting me know. It was the coughing that was killing you too, Aaron, when you had COVID. How long did your symptoms last, Aaron? Yes, I definitely will. I have been, Gerald. I will, for sure. I'm off tomorrow, so I will be resting all day tomorrow. So yes. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Gerald. Appreciate it, man. What's up, my man, Dez? Shout out to Dez, man. Super is a good friend of mine. Super encourager. So it's always good. It's always good to know people who are like super Christian and super wrestling fans too. So, Des knew that I had COVID, and dude was super supportive throughout. Like we were doing live play-by-play reactions. He was texting me every match, and it was definitely what I needed. It was definitely what I needed at that time, because it was mentally pretty tough for me too, because I wanted to be a part of history, and I want to be in Tampa. I've been to a few places in Florida, but I've never been to Tampa. And so yeah, I always like going to places I've never been. And so it would have been my first time in Tampa. I was just ready to rock and roll, man. But that was, it was really tough to find that out. I mean, literally hours before I was supposed to go. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty tough. But Dez, man, he came through for me, man. He kept me in good spirits and was texting me the whole time, just a live reaction with my man Dez. And he even called me once. He called me on Saturday. It was like, man, what's going on with this Fiend stuff? This is a bunch of trash. And I agree with him 100%. Takeover was good. Let me see. Let me look at the card again. Be reminded. Yeah, I'm a big Kushida fan, so I wish that he would have beat Pete Dunne, but it makes perfect sense. They're trying to push Pete Dunne. I'm a big Bronson Reed guy. I think Bronson Reed has like main roster like superstardom. Like I can see Bronson Reed coming out at WrestleMania in 5 years vying for a world title. That's how big I see Bronson Reed as a star. I like the look. Super athletic for his size. I like his moveset. Very always when I look at someone, I think of, is that person in his current gimmick or her current gimmick, can that person cause a reaction? Can this person elicit a reaction coming down a WrestleMania ramp? And Bronson Reed definitely could do that. I like the colossal thing. It's something that people can attach to. The big boy season chants. I really like Bronson Reed. I've liked him for a while, actually. And I like the tsunami splash. Super dope moveset. He's actually one of my favorite names in NXT. And I definitely think that he could be a star. He should be a star. They should push him very highly, actually. So I'm glad he won the Gauntlet Eliminator. Walter defeating Ciampa, good match. It was a good spot for Ciampa. I knew that, Ciampa wasn't going to win. It's not like he's going to spend a lot of time in the UK, so I knew that was going to be that result. MSK winning was good. It was a good emotional feel. I'm not a big fan of the NXT tag team division. Haven't been for a while. There's just something missing there. So for what they have, MSK, sure, but yeah. Not the biggest fan. I expected Raquel to win. They see a lot in her, so that was not a surprise of her winning. Santos Escobar defeating Jordan Devlin. I figured that was going to happen. Moon and Blackheart, I'm glad they kept the titles. Not happy about Gargano beating Bronson Reed. I think they should have pulled the trigger on that one. They should have had Bronson win. So, yeah. Gargano, him having the title is meh. He's had it for 4 months. Yeah, this is his third reign. Yeah, not the biggest fan of him retaining it. I think they should have changed the championship there. Also wasn't surprised that Karrion Kross beat Finn Balor, and O'Reilly and Cole was a good match. I'm glad that they put O'Reilly over. So it was a 40-minute match, man. That's pretty cool. So overall, yeah, there's a couple things I would have changed, but overall, it was decent. Solid 2 nights there. As far as Mania is concerned, night one was good. Night one was good. Night two, same thing last year too. I thought night one was better than night two. Night two was just night one, I really liked Bad Bunny's performance. I liked, of course, the main event was great. I'm a Drew guy. He's my favorite, but I'm not mad at Lashley keeping it. So, yeah, I wasn't mad at that. So, and then let me look at the card to make sure. Yeah, big fan of Cesaro and Rollins. That was in my top 3 matches. The tag team turmoil match, that was a wasted spot, especially since they lost on night 2. That match should have been on SmackDown, and the SmackDown tag team title match should have been on the main card. because it was just a waste of spot. It was nearly 15 minutes long. It was a waste of 15 minutes. They could have used that 15 minutes to put, to showcase the men's tag team division. Again, especially since they lost the match against Nia and Shayna, that was a bad call. I'm not a big fan of AJ and Omos beating New Day, and the way they booked that match, I wasn't a big fan either. Omos looked like the hot tag babyface there, and I wasn't a big fan of that. Strowman and Shane, I mean, I mean, it is what it is. Wasn't a big fan. Bunny and Priest, like I said, I was impressed. I was very impressed with Bad Bunny. He looked like he was about his business. He looked like he was all eyes and ears getting trained in the PC. And so I got to respect him for that. He didn't need any of this. I mean, he's way bigger than the WWE is. So for him to get to a point of saying, you know what, I'm going to achieve my dreams. I'm way bigger than the WWE is as far as popularity is concerned. And so, yeah, kudos to him for doing that, man. And he looked good. It wasn't just some run-of-the-mill celebrity match. He looked good. I was impressed. Belair and Sasha, I mean, that match was my favorite out of both nights. Night 2 was just, I was happy that Orton beat The Fiend because I can't stand this angle, but it was weird. Bliss makes a heel turn, makes a heel turn, makes a double heel turn, I guess. I guess this is making The Fiend a babyface, which is very odd. That match was less than 6 minutes long. And like I said, Jackson Baszler defeating Natalya and Tamina. Yeah. I'm okay with that, but they should have done the qualifying match on SmackDown. Owens and Zayn was underwhelming for me. I was expecting more out of those two. I was a bit underwhelmed. And then we got 3 title changes in a row, which was interesting. I knew Sheamus was going to beat Riddle because I figured that was going to be a consolation prize for him feuding with Drew earlier in the year. And then Apollo defeating Big E. I had him winning, and then I was like, you know what? I think it might change because Riddle just won, but no. A Nigerian drum fight using none of the drums. Very odd. Babatunde or Dabakato, or whatever you want to call him, Raw Underground guy. He's Nigerian, so sure. I mean, if you need someone to add to his character as a muscle, okay, sure. Rhea defeating Asuka. Rhea's one of my favorites in NXT when she was in NXT, but Rhea has become like a few steps back for me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of what they're doing with Rhea. I think it's too soon. She needs to build some equity, and it shows with how she performed at Mania and at Raw, especially after Raw, especially the Raw after Mania. And go check out Vince Russo and I's Legion of Raw, of how he felt about the Raw after Mania. But I was very I was not impressed. I was underwhelmed with Rhea's performances this past weekend. Probably nerves. I would imagine it's probably nerves, but at the same time, giving her the title this early, I'm not a fan. And then Roman winning was great. I was like, with all these heels winning these titles, they may have DB win, but I was very happy that that Roman stacked them up like he said he was going to do. So I was a big fan of that. So cool, y'all. All right, I have some time for a few Ask Dr. Chris questions, and then I'm gonna head on out, man. What's up? What's going on? He's back. Parrish is back. Favorite match of night 1 and night 2. Night 1 was definitely Bianca and Sasha, for sure. Night 2 was the main event. Yeah, it was a good match. My top 3 matches of the whole 2, I'll say my top 5. Number 5 was the WWE Championship match. 4 was Bad Bunny and Priest against Miz and Morrison. 3 was Cesaro, Seth. 2 was a triple threat main event for night 2. And 1 was Bianca and Sasha. Those were my top 5. My family is good to go, thank God, because they tested yesterday and everybody's negative. So everybody's negative except for me. And I'm like, you know what? That's good news to me because I'll take it for the team any day of the week. My family comes first, and I'll take it for the team for them, make sure that they're okay. So my wife is just laying low, and she's not she has her own massage business, but so she's not going back, but she's good. Everybody's good to go. The kids are back in school, daughter's back in daycare. Everybody's negative, no symptoms, nothing. So I am actually quarantined in my home. My house is a 4-level split, so we have upstairs, the main level, the 3rd level, which is where my office is, and then the basement. I'm on the 3rd level. So so she made I have a guest room, guest shower. I'm totally away from my family, so they have no danger of being around me whatsoever. I'm like way away from my family. So yeah. So she did it really well. My wife has been she always is, but she's been an amazing help over the past week. And so yeah, she made it look like an Airbnb, and I have everything. I have a pantry, a food pantry now. I made a shelf, the food pantry. So I'm well taken care of. I have a refrigerator and microwave in my office anyways. And so I'm in my own world. So it's all good. I have my own shower, all that. So, all right. Oh, well, there's a spoiler. I'm glad that Kushida won the Cruiserweight title. Kushida is one of my favorite. He's was one of my favorite on it in New Japan. So yeah, I haven't seen NXT yet. I've been resting for the past few hours. I had to work today, and so I did telehealth, of course, like I said, with all of my clients. So yeah. So yeah. All right. Rhea, Raquel, and Bianca. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. So I haven't seen NXT at all. So I probably will watch it probably after the show. I'm about to wrap up here in a minute. I'll probably watch that after on the after I wrap up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it because today and so yeah, I'm gonna be chilling all day. So right, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, Gargano. I don't blame him for wanting to stay in NXT because it's smart. It's smart. He knows that going to the main roster isn't going to do anything. So, yeah, definitely disappointing. Definitely disappointing. I think he'll probably hold it till SummerSlam. Question is, who takes it off of him? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Big E. That would be interesting. Although I would want Big E to have his moment at WrestleMania next year, though. So heck, keep it on Reigns till next year. That was interesting, and they had to improvise by doing a bunch of promos. Yeah, just a Nigerian drum fight with no drums fighting. That was very, very odd. Supposed to be like Rosemary. I don't know. I'm just so not invested in that. I mean, the Thunderdome's the Thunderdome, so it made sense to have it at South Florida's campus. So, because basketball season didn't start until the fall, so makes sense to have it there for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, things will start rolling in. Things will start getting better, and we can start having fans in there. I'm just over the Thunderdome. I really am. I just hope that they're able to. I'm hoping that they're able to socially distance fans for sure. So, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing it because I'm a big Kushida fan. Thank you, Jody. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love y'all back. Y'all my peoples. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Deleter. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would be much more interested if Big E took it from Roman next year, but with WWE's booking, stretching another year out of Roman, that'll be really tough. But I'm not mad at Cesaro doing that. I'm not mad at Cesaro becoming a world champ at all. He's put in his dues for sure. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the new commentator. Not at all. Not at all. He's a baseball guy, so he feels like a baseball guy. Yeah, kudos for him getting an opportunity, but it was a bust for me for sure. I'm looking. It's already a pain to watch Raw, and then you're going to have me watch Raw with him, just no way. No way. Like what happened to commentators putting layers to matches? Like what happened there? Why is that not a thing anymore? I mean, you actually have JR and King being in the Hall of Fame because of their commentary work. I mean, King had a legendary business, has a legendary career for sure, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. But JR and King are in the Hall of Fame because of their commentary, as far as their WWE's contribution. And so, especially JR, he's a commentator and he's in the Hall of Fame because of it. So that is how it should be. And to go from there, that should be the standard bearer of every commentator. And to just witness this, not a fan whatsoever. Not at all. Not at all. All right, I got time for a few more. I'm not interested, Aaron. I just a Retribution hurt business, and they were still in gimmick too. Like that's what I said on the show with Vince last night. I said, you know what? If Dijak and Dio Madden took the max off, got out of character, and like started was dressing up, perhaps, maybe, but to stay in character, like Retribution's over with. Why are you staying in character? Like Ali isn't even in character anymore. So very bad idea. Very bad idea. That name is so stupid. WrestleMania Backlash. It's not just Backlash. Not like WWE's has a 20-year plus history of Backlash. It has to be WrestleMania Backlash. And I was talking to my dude Dez, and I was like, you know what? This is probably why they did that, is because Peacock does not want to have that type of name be a pay-per-view called Backlash. So it would not surprise me whatsoever if WWE had to change that to WrestleMania Backlash to make it more palatable for Peacock. So, but I'm not a big fan whatsoever. Yeah, they still have the Hurt Business music. Exactly. Right. Yes, exactly. Like something like, something. I mean, those two options are better than WrestleMania Backlash. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Cool. Because it has a negative connotation to it. It's backlash. Like it's that's all I got. Backlash. Like there's a negative connotation to it. Like it's So all right, y'all. I gotta roll, man. I gotta get some rest. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Yeah. First, they edit the WWE Network and now pay-per-view names. Yeah. I'll answer this here. What do you think they'll do with the WWE title, the Drew Bobby feud? I think eventually Drew will get it back, probably at SummerSlam. Maybe even at WrestleMania Backlash. But that'd be better, but I'm not a big fan. I'm still not a big fan. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get some rest, y'all. I'm gonna get some rest. And thanks so much, guys. And I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me tonight and having some fun, of course. And keep me in your prayers. My body feels weak. And thanks everybody for jumping on. Luke, Antoine, Jody, Christopher, Gerald. Appreciate everybody saying get better. Danny, thanks, man. All right, y'all. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.